Alright, so this question is decode a message. So you're given two strings. One is string key, the other one is string message. So basically you want to reorder your alphabet order. So depending on the key, right? So T will represent A, B, H will represent B, E represent C, and then space you can ignore it. And then basically you just traverse every single letter in the lowercase English letter, and then once you map every single one of the character, then you traverse a string message, and then look at this. V represent what? First V represent T, right? And then K represent H, and T and H, right? And then B represent I, yeah, I, and then so on, right? So it is actually pretty straightforward. So I have two solutions. So first solution, I'm going to use in the hash map. So I'm going to say char for the key, char for the value, and then I'm starting the index letter A. So it should be the lowercase a. But anyway, so when I traverse a string key, if a character does not in the map, I'm going to assign the current char with the current index, and then I increment the current index for the next char, until you finish, right? So once I finish, I can traverse a message. So the idea of using a hash map and a counting array should be straightforward. So I would say hash map character map, new hash map. So you can say char, index A equal to A, something like this, and then for char C key dot to char array. Alright, so if the C equal to space, I can ignore. If a map doesn't contains the key, right, you can assign the current C with the index A plus. So it has to be a lowercase a, but due to the a habit of coding, the second letter, the second word should be a capital. So I start in a lowercase a and then increment every single one iteration when I find out the current C doesn't inside the map. So once I have it, I'm going to traverse the string message. Before I traverse, I need to create a string builder and return the sp.toString at the end, right? So for char C and then message that to char array. So if the C equal to space, right, I definitely need to append a space, right? The space cannot ignore. Alright, so else I'm gonna just sp the append based on the map, right? Based on the map, so it's gonna be map.getC. Yeah, this will be pretty much it. So run it, submit. Okay, so definitely like you can ignore this. Actually you don't ignore the space, be honest, because you don't want to get a random character. So unless you do this sp.space with a space, and then you will just say map.getC at the end. So it should be okay, and this should yeah, definitely this should be clean. So this will be the first solution, and then the second solution is going to be using a counting array. So when you're using a counting array, you need to initialize the what? I'm going to just say new array. So based on the new array, I'm going to initialize it to -1 because I started from index 0, right? So I initialize every single value into a -1 by default. So I'm going to just traverse I less than key.length I plus. So I is for key, right? But how about J? J is for index encode, right? So I'm going to assign c equal to key dot char add I for I, so characters for I, for the key, and then if the c equal to space or encode it as c minus a equal to negative, does not equal to -1, does not equal to -1, I'm going to skip. Why? Because I don't need to assign a space into the encoded array, and I don't want to assign anything value that I already assigned. So I will assign this. I will assign this based on the index, right? So I started from what? Started from 0, right? And then once I finish, so this is how you assign the value, the letter into the array. You can use in char array, but it doesn't matter. So back here, I'm going to just create another string builder. So in this one, I'm going to say message.toChar array. So if c equal to space, right? So sb.append space else sb.append char for encoded c minus a, and then later on you want to plus letter a, right? Because you're starting from index 0. Imagine c equal to letter a. Letter a minus letter a is what? 0, right? So 0 plus character a is 97. So this will be pretty much the solution. I think I have a typo, so expect, oh, what did I do? Okay, so this is a counting array method. So let's talk about time and space. So this one is hash map, all of n for every single letter in the map, right? All of n for the time. So all of n for the space, all of k for the time, and this is all of m. M represent a message, the length of the message. So sometimes the length of message can be longer than the key. Sometimes the key can be longer than the message, depend. So it's going to be between the maximum between the key and the message for the time. And then the space is going to be all of n. N represent 26, right? 26 letter. And this one is definitely 26. Now you can definitely tell it's 26 for space. And this is all of k. K represent length of key. And this is all of message, length of message. So again, depending on the length, the message can be longer than the key, or the key can be longer than the message, right? So time and space are straightforward enough. So if you have any question, leave a comment. I'll see you later. Bye.